salmon sperm injection is really good, guys.
Kim Kardashian does that, by the way.
Salmon
It's
has
really
sperm?
good. Yes.
It's really good for your
Yes.
skin.
And if you want to, be slay about it, have wrinkles and be slay about it. Yes.
Aku setuju banget sama kalian. To look good, we feel good.
Yes.
Itu beneran.
When I was working, that part too.
Ini menarik banget.
Yes. So I was working at, as a presenter in one of the networks. Yes. Hey. Hello, viewers. Welcome back to In Her View, such a safe space for women, of course, where we'll talk about life and also the perspective through women's eyes. Again, for all of you women, this is actually your space. For all of you gentlemen, please do listen. By the way, take notes. Yes, please, right? Take your notepads. It's time for you to note down. My name is Caroline Surahmat. I'm here with Shana Suartono. We have KB, Karina Basrawan Hassan. We have Marisa Anita and Kai Surya right here in the house. We're going to talk about beauty standards today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about beauty in regards to natural beauty, enhancement beauty, or a little bit of both, all right? So let's talk about beauty first. Now, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, beauty is defined as anything that pleases the senses or the mind, right? So this means beauty is just not just about appearance aesthetic. It can mean different things for different people. Now, for me, beauty is skin deep. So people will say, well, what do you mean skin deep, right? Is it inside and out? Yeah, but remember the skin. For me, the skin, the outer part has to be beautiful also. Now, what about you, Shauna? What does beauty mean to you? She's gonna like me.
Like me. Gak. Apa ya? For me, beauty is for myself ya.
Yes.
I need to feel beautiful karena beauty for me is a must in everything that I do gitu ya. It has to be beautiful. I like feeling beautiful in my own skin. Dan beauty itu ada di semua tempat buat aku ya. I see beauty in everything gitu. I see beauty in people's flaws. I see beauty in the way we talk. I see beauty in the way you move, especially you. Dan I see beauty in even like kayak mungkin sesuatu yang maskulin gitu, laki-laki juga beautiful, I think gitu. So
Yeah. Follow-up question for me. I'm going to have two questions with you ladies, right? The same question. Which part of you that you feel that it's the most beautiful? Like which part you felt like it's your most
My heart.
physically, baby, where we can see.
We're being shallow right now.
Okay.
Because sometimes people we can't pinpoint which part of you that is your most beautiful part, and you need to understand that.
I think it's my waistline.
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. Waistline. She got a good body, by the way. Yeah, I mean, yes.
Damn, girl.
What about you, KB? Looking good in like electric blue, by the way. Love the color.
This is, I love electric. What was the question? There were two questions.
What is beauty?
What is
Oh,
beauty
yes.
to you?
So for me, I think it's the 4 C's.
Okay.
Actually, 5 C's.
Okay.
Okay,
It's Caroline.
Oh, thank you.
Confidence.
Yes.
Comfortable. And chaos and calmness.
Oh,
So I
like
think there
that.
could be beauty in both chaos and calmness.
This is very pageanty, man.
Yes.
She is trained.
And world peace.
She's trained.
Save our planet. That's why I'm wearing blue. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I think those are my 5 C's.
Yes.
Comfortable in your own skin, and I think beauty is really when you're comfortable in what you wear and how you present yourself.
Yeah.
I think your inner beauty really shines through.
Correct.
Confidence is really also, I think, comes from inner beauty. I think if you're super confident in your own skin,
It's an important factor.
100%.
Right.
And it really shines through. And I think confident people are just naturally beautiful. And I think people tend to look inwards rather than outwards. Like, sometimes you see someone, you're like, they're not aesthetically by standards, by beauty standards,
Right.
quote unquote, beautiful, but there's just something about them.
Charisma.
That's another C I will add to my
Yeah.
list of C's. Thank you, Marissa.
De rien.
Charisma. Yes.
So
Which part of you?
Oh yes, that was
you
the
think
second
it's-
question. So this is one thing growing up that I've always been like, ugh, but I would say it's my butt.
Oh,
And
you got the peach emoji right
yes,
here, ladies and gents.
my husband confirmed that. So
Berdiri dikit coba.
Yes. Hey. I love that you say your
Thank you.
buttocks. I thought it was
ass.
gonna be your ass.
There we go.
I thought you were gonna say
works
also
hard
your
for
hair.
I really do. Thank you,
works
Kai.
hard for her ass.
Yes.
Yes, it's my ass
Yes.
set.
Yes. Okay. I love that.
Yeah, my
Good
husband did that
job. Thank you for being so open. Love the squat. Love that. Love that. All right. What about you, Marissa?
Beauty, wow,
Yes.
kecantikan buatku adalah sehat.
Yeah.
Because if you are healthy, kalau misalnya kita sehat secara fisik dan juga secara psikologis gitu ya, ya seperti sebenarnya nyambung apa yang tadi KB bilang gitu, confidence akan keluar, karisma akan keluar, terus di kulit tuh juga kelihatan loh, Kay.
Yeah.
Kalau orang sehat ya, orang suka olahraga, makannya bener gitu ya, itu di kulit tuh kelihatan banget.
Yes.
So that's beauty for me, and I think the body part that I would consider beautiful,
Yeah.
if I may, are my eyes.
Yes. I was
Setuju
gonna-
kalian?
Yes.
Masa?
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Oh gemes.
Got those Bambi doughy eyes.
Correct.
Sparkly
Yes.
Bambi
Yes.
doughy eyes.
And we know that through the eyes, the heart speaks, right? Like you don't need to speak it, and you don't have to say anything, but your heart, like your eyes could say.
There you go,
right?
okay.
Like if like there's a very handsome tall guy on the corner of the room, just look at my eyes. You know what I mean?
Contact with it.
Yes.
Is the fan? Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Kai?
This is actually a really tough subject for me
Mm-hmm.
because growing up, I didn't hear the word beautiful or beauty at all associated to myself
Mm-hmm.
or around me too much.
Mhm.
But I know how beauty is defined around me.
Yeah.
So for me, it's never been like a big priority for some reason.
Mhm.
Like, I had to turn in words, and it just never became a priority to like, okay, what's making me look beautiful today?
Yeah.
Gitu kan. I mean, I do love wearing makeup, whatever. Tapi kayak gue nggak pernah mendengar kata beautiful tuh sebagai suatu hal yang kayak penting banget gitu.
Mhm.
Like I hear a lot of people say the word beautiful, but it was never associated anywhere near me. That
Okay.
yeah, because I grew up in places where I did not feel beautiful because I was not in accordance to their beauty standards. Gitu kan. So I have a very messed up definition, by the way, of beauty standards, and I'm still figuring out till this day.
Yeah.
And jadi gue melihat beauty secara ya kayak metafor tadi gitu. If you had asked me like about beauty standards like physically gitu kan, I like how she mentioned chaos because I'm very chaotic when it comes to
All women are. All women
And
are.
I think
It's beautiful.
yeah, because I feel like we are supposed to be messy, and being women, being a
Yeah.
woman is messy.
Right.
Yeah, gitu kan.
Yes.
And we're always, I feel like what makes me feel beautiful sometimes is when I get out of the house and I don't feel like 100%, and we never feel like 100%, right?
course.
When we get
Yeah.
out of the house, and we still manage to feel okay. I think I look beautiful right now.
We can go through the
Yeah.
day, right?
Because
I'm gonna
I feel
survive
like
this.
yeah, because I feel like we're always so toned down as women, you know? We're always so toned down as women, and we always are expected to look a certain way, to feel a certain way around people, gitu kan? That we take away the fact that, dude, in reality it's exhausting. But for me, beauty is that, that whatever happens there right now, that we get to be able to feel okay with ourselves.
Right.
Tapi itu
Yeah,
menarik
benar.
sih, karena emang kayak apa ya? Itu kan embedded di dalam otak
Iya,
ya.
iya.
Kalau soalnya from my experience, bokap gue itu setiap kali gue keluar kamar turun nih, selalu nyapa dengan pinter, cantik,
Yes.
mandi, yuk gitu, karena mau ke sekolah. Dan itu adalah kata-kata yang selalu gue dengar. Ines cantik, makan yuk gitu. Jadi kayak growing up dengan itu di kepala gue, I always feel beautiful gitu sebenarnya. But I need that kind of affirmations dari orang yang gue cinta ternyata gitu.
Tuh, note ya, catatan buat yang di luar sana mau mendekati Shana Suhartono, silakan.
And actually this affirmation, not with my 2 boys, but with Rashida. Before she goes to school, I always say, Rashida, we say it together. I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent. I'm kind. Right? I'm a Soleha girl. I'm Rashida. I'm Princess Rashida superpower. So she has a superpower for herself because you know I can't like my husband and myself. We can't be there for her 24/7. So she has to feel powerful. She has to you feel beautiful, and you have to be kind.
And the way she moves it.
And the way the pose, by the way, yes. Anyways,
Kadang-kadang gue merasa juga because I grew up seeing people becoming very unkind when they're so aware that they're beautiful. Jadi I'm very careful when it comes to beauty. Because I feel like it's like you said, it's everyone's definition gitu. Cuman kayak gue mau kasih afirmasi because I have a daughter too. I'm a mother of a girl. Another girl. Three girls actually.
One on the way.
Jadi there has to be, buat gue tuh gue melihat efeknya secara langsung ketika when somebody is so confident in their beauty that they might not have anything else gitu.
Jadi ilfil.
Atau berbahaya sama orang-orang di sekitarnya.
Berbahayanya gimana Kai?
You know,
contoh
kayak it gives this is
maksudnya nginjek-injek orang
gitu.
bisa
kayak gitu kayak misalnya the power to like bully other people.
Mungkin mereka harus merasa beautiful, but tapi bukan itu satu-satunya. Gitu,
jadi kayak
bukan prioritas.
Gimana ya? So for me it's like yes, we have to kayak growing up hearing that is a privilege, and I make sure that my daughter hears that gitu kan. But also that there's so much more yang harus ditanamin selain itu juga gitu.
Your identity can't be just
beautiful, like beautiful or feeling or looking beautiful, right? But you are a very beautiful woman, Kai. I mean, if I can choose a part of you, there's a lot, right? Your talent is one, because nobody can dance like you, whatever dance that could be. But like I would say your lips.
I was gonna say I have to learn to love these lips.
Yes.
Voluptuous.
When I was little, I was so skinny that my lips looked huge.
I mean, you got the Angelina Jolie. You said it, right?
It was thanks to Angelina Jolie that I actually learned to love my lips.
Zaman sekarang tuh semua perempuan tuh pengen punya bibir kayak lo, Chin.
Enhance the lips.
True.
Woo! Yeah.
Kalau zaman dulu beda
Coba lihat
banget.
cewek-cewek
Jodie
Rusia.
Foster yang
Nah coba lihat cewek-cewek Rusia itu.
Yeah.
it's like fish.
Yeah.
Why, thank you.
Well, I'm going to talk about enhancement beauty later on. We love that. But I also wanted to ask about beauty standards because I think this is very interesting. You were mentioning before where you were brought up before. We're somewhat the minorities, right? I mean, I was brought up in the States where people think I was Mexican, I was Indian American.
Filipino.
Nobody thought I was, Filipino, not Indonesians or whatnot. But I think when I moved here or when I have my holidays here, people always kind of define beauty as someone that has fair skin, right? Fair skin, long hair, black hair. Yes. And that's why I want to ask you, Marissa. I think like when people, I mean, again, I think we have to be speaking truthfully here where people would define a beautiful woman as like you, right? With the type of skin and whatnot. I mean, you're that definition. How do you feel when people come up to you and whatnot, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, you know, and you're so pretty and whatnot," because you meet the beauty standards here in this part of region.
Kalau misalnya dilihat dari warna kulit ya.
Warna kulit, from your eyes, you know, and the way you talk, you speak English well, and you know, yada. But like you were born and raised here, right?
Iya, betul. Menarik Kay, persepsimu terhadapku gitu ya. Karena
Comes from the heart, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's very loving. Thank you for your love. Tapi itu ketika kamu menganggap bahwa persepsi orang yang dianggap cantik itu seperti aku gitu misalnya. Nah ketika aku lihat itu dalam konteks industriku, aku nggak pernah melihat aku itu cantik. Karena kalau misalnya aku lihat kolega-kolegaku yang bener-bener dianggap cantik menurut standarku, pengertianku ya, standar kecantikan Indonesia itu adalah seperti Dian Sastrowardoyo. Yang mukanya tuh simetris, kanan kiri tuh hampir tidak ada perbedaan gitu. Karena kan kecantikan kita lihat dari sesuatu yang simetris ya. Bisa juga mungkin, nah itu, dibilang Dian Sastro itu putih banget kan juga enggak gitu. Dibilang kulitnya sawo matang sekali juga enggak. Tapi that's the beauty standard in the industry of film. Setidaknya dari mataku. Jadi terima kasih ketika kamu punya persepsi bahwa aku itu cantik. Which I don't think so because my face is not symmetrical.
Come on. I mean, your heart is very beautiful, but then again, physically, because again, in this beauty industry, especially now, in this part of the region, I'm talking about Southeast Asia. This includes Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. I mean, Vietnam has a lot of fair-skinned women, but they still want to enhance it. To make your skin more fairer is something that is very huge, especially because of the South Korean wave.
Because of Michael Jackson.
Back by really in the 80s and 90s, right? But I think again, if you go to the Western countries, that is your, majority, they are already fair skin. There's a lot of sun tanning. They want to be tan like us.
Jadi beauty standard di Indonesia, aku lihat Mbak Anggun C. Sasmi, itu beauty juga untukku. Kulitnya indah, rambutnya natural, nggak pernah diwarna-warnain. Dia juga jarang banget kalau misalnya ketemu sama orang biasa gitu ya, maksudnya dia nggak lagi manggung atau apa. Dia tuh nggak pakai make up atau pakai make up pun tipis banget. Cuma pakai t-shirt abu-abu sama jeans, selesai. Itu juga beauty. I guess it depends on the eyes of the beholders, right? Ya kan, tergantung kita ngeliat beauty itu seperti apa.
What about you? I mean, like when you're growing up, here, I mean, we're all majority have the same kind of light skin features or almost the same features and whatnot.
For me, apa ya? Gini, gue tuh justru malah kayak dulu gue sering banget dikatain sama nyokap karena nyokap gue tuh kulitnya putih. Nyokap gue tuh half Manado ya. Jadi dia kan emang fair skin banget ya dan agak bule-bule gitu
Ada
bentuknya.
Belandanya ya ibumu?
German ya gitu deh. Terus
That's why you're very beautiful because you're a mix of everything. Look at that.
Thank you. Tapi dia tuh dari gue kecil kan selalu bilang kayak iya Ines tuh hitam gitu kan. Ines hitam. Jadi gue juga selalu tumbuh dengan Ines tuh hitam, dark skin gitu. And then when I was 20 ya, gue ikutan satu kompetisi yang malah membuat gue sangat berbeda sama yang lain karena kulit gue saat itu hitam pekat dan gue berambut pendek. Dikala saat itu beauty standardnya adalah seperti tadi lo bilang fair skin, rambutnya panjang, warna hitam gitu. Dan mereka bilang the reason why kita butuh lo untuk jadi representatif karena dan akhirnya gue memenangkan kompetisi itu karena lo benar-benar kayaknya comfortable gitu dengan kulit hitam lo, kulit gelap lo, dan rambut yang sangat pendek dan lo tampil baik-baik aja gitu di situ gitu dengan very confident. Gue rasa sebenarnya karena gue selalu merasa gue sama sih seperti Mbak Marisa gitu. Gue nggak terlalu ngerasa gue cantik, nggak pernah malah. Tapi inside I feel already enough gitu loh karena bokap gue bilang gue cantik dan that's enough gitu kan. Nyokap gue ya selalu ada afirmasi itu, jadi gue nggak ngerasa gue harus membutuhkan itu dari orang lain gitu. Dan ketika gue memenangkan itu dan dibilang kayak gitu, gue justru kayak am I that beautiful gitu, jadinya mempertanyakan gitu kan. Dan kemudian akhirnya malah justru gue senangnya ya ketika gue memenangkan itu dan akhirnya sampai detik ini gue gak pernah putih sama sekali. Malah justru banyak banget komunitas dan teman-teman perempuan-perempuan Indonesia di luar sana yang Mbak gue suka banget sama lo karena lo gak pernah mencoba untuk mengubah diri lo at all gitu. Sampai detik ini gue gak pernah mencoba apapun yang ada whiteningnya. Dan itu menjadi satu idealisme gue dari dulu. Gue gak pernah ngambil brand apapun yang ada whiteningnya. Karena menurut gue itu adalah sebuah tanggung jawab buat gue untuk terus memberitahu kalau kecantikan perempuan Indonesia salah satunya yang paling kuat adalah kulitnya.
Yeah.
Dan kulit kita itulah yang emang bikin kita berbeda gitu dari perempuan-perempuan dari region lain gitu. Dan gue merasa yang paling penting itu gitu. Jadi just be comfortable karena kita ada di Katulistiwa, men. Matahari kita tuh luar biasa banyak gitu. Terus lo mau jadi putih gimana caranya ngumpet di bawah tanah atau gimana gitu. Jadi kayak itu aja udah nggak masuk akal kayak kan.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if you're in the Western countries, they want to be just like you guys, like us, right? The tan. You know that, right, KB?
Yes.
We live in Southern California.
What about your experience?
Yeah.
Southern California, yes, especially. But when I was in Melbourne, I actually had a colleague come up to me at work and was like, I really love your tan. Where did you get it done?
Yeah.
I was like, honey, I got this from my mama.
I was born like this.
Yes.
Right?
But yeah, back to your point. Okay, like it's
We got a lot of
it's
compliments, man. Like seriously.
so much compliments.
Yeah.
I think at first I was a little stunned because it sounded foreign to me because I've never gotten compliments like that
Yeah.
here. And you go there and you're like, oh wow, people
Yeah.
love my skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sehat juga kan sebetulnya.
Yeah.
Healthy and glow skin, yeah. But that is just so different when we're growing up. Let's rendezvous back when not too long ago for you, but like for us, takes way back.
There it is.
Right?
Hello,
Takes
baby.
way back.
Funny girl.
I know.
I
Pretty
mean,
funny.
when we're growing up, let's say when we're in high school, there is this beauty standards, right? We think that we're okay. We look beautiful and whatnot.
No, not for me. Gue busuk banget sih.
Yeah. I mean, but then you would have your friends, let's say, who are, beautiful, like the queen bee of the school, and you just want to be like her because every girls and boys.
Tapi I don't know because you grew up in the US, right, Kay?
Yeah.
Kalau kita mostly kamu di mana waktu sekolah?
Well, I was here, but I went to an international school. So
Oh,
to some
iya.
extent, there was that.
Ada juga
Right.
kan.
Yeah.
Dulu kalau misalnya di sekolah Indonesia tuh ada kings and queens. Ingat nggak? Yang
Like prom king and prom queens?
Yes,
Okay.
tapi setiap tahun gitu.
Yeah, yeah.
Dan what was your experience at the time? Kalau misalnya ada kings and queens, soalnya ada kandidatnya gitu. I was just remembering karena kan kamu tadi bilang, wah back in the days, and immediately I remember
Yeah.
kings and queens. And I was sort of like, dang yo, biasanya yang kepilih tuh yang cantik dan pintar.
Correct.
Ya kan?
So it was very different because I went to elementary school and then junior high school in the States, and then I went back here for high school.
Yeah.
So back then, people always like giving me compliments of my skin, right? And you look so good, and you don't need to go tanning, especially Southern California loves to tan. And then I came back here, they're like, why are you so black? And I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm quite confused
Tapi
because
kamu
I got
punya-
that compliments, but back here I'm like,
Kamu punya pengalaman itu kan, Kay?
yes.
Do you mind telling us the story?
When I was back, no, I was really confused.
No, when
how-
you were working.
When I was working, yes, that part too.
Ini menarik banget.
Yes. So I was working at as a presenter in one of the network, and this one of my superior came to me in front of everyone. He says, we just saw you on live cam and whatnot. You're so dark. Can you
hitam banget
please-
gitu.
hitam banget.
Maybe your soul is dark.
I mean, definitely. But and then he said, "Can you be whiter?" He didn't say fair. Can you be white as yada yada yada? And I directly told him like I was born like this. Even Lululemon is not gonna help me. It will take off the dirt that I have, but it's like my skin is gonna be the same color, and that's it for me. Because I was quite surprised the definition of beauty is not who I am, right? I never questioned myself though, because I know from like the get go, I am who I am. God made me who I am to be. But I do want a glowy skin. That's again, as I grow older, I understand that. But when I was younger, no.
Yeah.
Like I want to be like everyone else. I want to feel accepted.
Tapi
I
pada
want to
saat
be a
itu-
part of the gang.
Pada saat itu
No, I
ketika
said goodbye.
good for you.
Yeah.
For you.
At that
Yes,
time, because
girl.
I think you already degrade myself, right? You disrespect me. It's more than beauty standards already, right? When you degrade someone, no one should live up to that.
Yeah.
So I stand up for myself. But then again, in this industry, I felt it's always like that. I always felt like whenever I go on casting, I mean, again, there's no judgment, but it's always someone that's more fair, more taller, more thinner,
Yeah.
more kind of like the physiques that you want as a presenter. I guess to be in like
emang
camp.
kurus, gemuk, medium itu sekarang masih meter nggak sih kira-kira teman-teman?
I don't think now, yeah.
Depending
Yeah,
on the
it's like
age range, I think. I think when you're in the age range where you feel like you need to be long, like when you were younger. Tapi kalau udah masuk ke dewasa, I think gue tuh nggak pernah ikut casting tuh gara-gara itu sih.
Maksudnya gara-gara apa?
Share the
Gara-gara
story,
standar-standar
yeah.
itu. Coba cerita dong.
Because I've never had. I think it's just because I grew up pretty traumatized with the beauty standard here. I have a similar story to Caroline, but I think the difference with me is like I become the rebel instead.
In what way?
Well, I grew up like, okay, what's beautiful is always the dress with the bow, and then it always has to be the princess dress, and it always has to be like the tight, like girls wear skirts and this type of knee, and girls have long hair. I never had long hair until the pandemic, seriously. I've never had long hair because during the pandemic I had no choice. We couldn't cut my hair gitu.
Salon is
But
closed.
Salon's closed.
Ini kali kedua gue sih terakhir SMA.
Gue paling panjang itu sebelumnya segini because I didn't have the patience to grow it. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. I like to keep my long hair now because it was hard work. But no, having that said though, gue selalu merasa kayak gue gak bisa kayak gini terus gitu because I am always being compared or feel like I'm being compared with somebody else. And I think the biggest trauma for me was, I know she watches this, maybe she didn't know about this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. So I went to school with my cousin. She was born and raised here, and I was born and raised everywhere, right?
Yes.
So my background is slightly more chaotic, less stable, and so is the mind because of that. But gue pulang ke sini dan merasa kayak we went to the same school, we're in the same class. Oh my god, which technically for me and her it was fine. There's nothing between me and her. We have no beef gitu. Tapi the way people treated it was always like, gila ya dia tuh kayak they're like 180 different gitu kan kayak.
Langit dan bumi.
Langit dan bumi. Karena kalau di Indonesia kalau lo cantik tuh lo didewi-dewiin diangkat banget coy. Kayak you've got
The pretty
guys,
privilege.
Yeah, the pretty privilege, right?
Yes.
You've got like guys lining up to be with you, to date you and things like that gitu. But at that time I also didn't want that gitu. I figured like it was a blessing in disguise. Maybe I was not her. Because I learned early on that guys is not number one on my plate, dude. Because I got to focus internally and I became the goth chick.
I love that. Yes.
So the reason why I love
that.
black is because I am a
We all
heavy
love
metal-
black.
Yeah, we all love black, right?
Itu warna feng shui kamu nggak?
Yeah.
Coba kita cek
Yeah,
dulu.
Saya suka tapi nggak boleh pakai. Iya.
Gue gak tahu sih, tapi kalau gue pakai hitam rezeki gue lumayan kok.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Yes.
it happens to be a winter color palette, so I'm allowed to wear black.
That's good.
Cuman gue merasa kayak it was this treatment where people here treat the beauty privilege very
Yeah.
differently. Jadi gue merasa di situ kayak there's gotta be much more to than just how you look, right?
Nah, itu menarik tuh karena gue juga dulu sering banget ngerasa jadinya rebelnya tuh gini kalau buat gue ya. Karena gue begitu masuk ke satu tempat, gue dibilang kayak, oh this is the beauty queen yang kemarin ini ya, kamu model ya gitu. Jadi gue tuh selalu ngerasa kalau gue dipuji cantik, itu kayak nggak penting.
Because you are
Sama
associated
gue gitu
with
juga.
Bego gitu. Mereka tuh kayak mengira, oh ini just another pretty face,
Right,
yang gak bisa
right.
ngapa-ngapain.
Yeah.
Jadi lo bego gitu. Jadi buat gue dipuji cantik itu means nothing saat itu ya gitu. Tapi ya along the road gue memperbaiki diri gitu. Cuman saat itu jadinya gue mencoba untuk membuktikan diri, gue
Kayak
pintar, gue
counter-attack.
pintar. Iya,
Yeah.
jadinya kayak ngerasa, loh, gue tuh bukan cuma buat pemanis lu doang
Yeah.
gitu. Jadinya
Kayak
gitu.
kalau
There's more
menurut
meets
lo gue
the
gak cantik
eye.
gak apa-apa.
Iya,
nggak apa-apa.
iya.
Itu nggak penting buat gue
bener
gitu
kan.
kan.
Kayak gue punya banyak yang lain kok gitu. But I think buat gue nggak tahu. For me, I think it was a blessing in disguise, just because I have a strong. When I see how those people are right now,
Yeah.
I just feel like I found myself much earlier than they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Into that.
Karena ya at the end of the day kan as you mentioned
Karena
before.
nggak ada pressure.
Yeah, benar.
Nggak ada
I feel like
pressure.
there's less pressure. If I want to wear baggy pants, like thank God for Avril fucking Lavigne.
Yeah. Well, those are the days.
Those are the days. Like
Yeah, I wear that.
I-
Vans shoes is the
I mean,
must.
like that for me.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me, that was liberation, man.
So, yeah. Yeah.
How a girl can wear a
Yes.
skater with
Correct,
skaters,
yeah.
and
Skater
I showed my-
boy.
Enggak, soalnya kayak sorry, I come from, my father is a diplomat and we have to be like this prim proper family and we always
Yes.
have to look perfect gitu kan.
I love it.
Iya bener kayak lo harus
Teman-teman komen harus.
Yeah.
Kai.
gak apa-apa.
Jangan buka rahasia kemen lu dong.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuman I think this is everybody, right? That
They already put you on
generation-
the boxes,
Yeah,
right?
they put you into boxes, and I've always felt like,
Yes.
kenapa sih gitu kayak? Kalau if I like this and I like this, like I can like R&B and heavy metal and have no issues. Like
Yes.
kayak zaman dulu
Yeah,
kan,
yeah,
Yes, there's clashes.
se boxing itu gitu
Correct.
misalnya.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Like so for me, once I saw there was an idol who was like, first it was Angelina Jolie with her thick lips. I was like, wow, I got thick lips.
Yes.
And second was Avril Lavigne with her whatever style. And then that introduced me to a completely different standard of beauty.
Now you were talking about boxing. I mean, we've been talking about skin deep beauty now. Let's talk about the outer layer, shall we? Because again, beauty is the outer part too. You have to take care of it.
Banget.
And we know nowadays, it's very open for people to do some procedures, right? Invasive or non-invasive one. Now, there are some categories, especially for women, when you're 20s, you have to focus on your hydration and also for your UV protection. By the way, my babies has been wearing UV since they were babies because you need to, right? If they want to go outside because, now the thin layers of our earth is very different, right? And then the UV penetration is really bad. So then children, please, if you have children, let them get used to wearing their SPF for the UV protection. Now let's go into the 30s. Only KB's left out, but 30s.
She'll be sick.
I know. You're amidst of all of us.
Wait for 3 seasons from now, the KB3
That's true.
episode. Yeah.
3.0, 3.0. But when you go into 30s, it's collagen and production slow in our 30s. We can feel that, right? We felt a little bit more sagging. We need a little more volume, especially when you're going to the 40s. We get skin loses elasticity. Yes, I can feel that. And I've done some procedures, and I've done it when I'm 40, by the way. I've done my first Botox when I'm 40
I don't see
years
it.
old. Well, you're not supposed to see it, baby. It's supposed to just enhance it.
I love it.
It's very subtle.
But there's this debate. Even though now it's very wide open where people do procedures, people don't talk about it anymore, right? But there's still this debate.
About it, okay.
I mean, like back in the days, people
back in the
talk
days,
about it,
enggak.
right? And when you do procedures, like, why are you doing that? You should grow old beautifully and whatnot. But now there are some people that are not opposing to it, but there are some people that are still opposed to it. Now I want to ask about you guys. I mean, we're coming to the 40s. I mean, you're still 30. Hello, 40. Yes, late 20s. Let's talk about Karina Basra and KB. Karina Basra and Hassan. We know that, it's very important for you. We know also that, I know because we do it together. We've done procedures. But what made you want to do it in the early 30s?
Yeah, I think I got introduced to it at such a young age, at like my early 20s, because I was in the pageant world. And so I wasn't, I think I was.
It wasn't a
just-
choice?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was just following instructions. And I think at the time, of course, my parents were sort of, because I didn't know better, so they were the ones sort of making sure that the procedures getting done are still within the norm of what you can do to I think I was like 22 at the time. And then when I was 26, I joined another pageant. And I think that's when I started to know about these procedures more, what kind of enhancements people have out there. And I feel like I had a choice then. So when they were listing out all the different procedures that they thought I needed to compete, I was like, okay, some of these look okay, I'm going to go with it because they enhance my features and they're not changing my body.
Yes.
These ones, they're basically changing my face, my body, and that's something I'm not going to attest to.
Okay.
So those were the things that I was like, hard no for. But if it's like Botox, if it's, salmon sperm injection
Yes.
is really good, guys.
Kim Kardashian does that, by the way.
Salmon
It's
has
really
sperm?
good. Yes.
It's really good for your
yes.
skin.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite.
Yeah. All right. So your beauty procedures monthly. What's your maximum for it?
Like the kinds of procedures.
Yeah,
I
that you
get.
do monthly.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, just facial. I feel like the older I've gotten, the more content and comfortable
right.
I have
With your
my
skincare
skin.
products?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that
Yes.
counts.
Yes. No, actually, I have. See, I know, Carol. You would assume that I have a 10-step skincare.
12 skins if in South Korea. Yes. Yes,
There
baby.
you go. That's probably you. No doubt. I have like 4
Okay. But the numbers, I need numbers. Monthly.
God, I'm like looking at maybe 7
Yeah.
juta per
to
bulan.
8.
Yeah.
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 This
Yeah.
is including like facials and stuff.
Correct.
But that's yeah.
Yeah.
Humane.
Yeah.
It's okay lah. ya.
That's quite a lot already.
Does this
I
include
think.
my nails
Oh,
and lashes?
Yes, lashes is a part of it. The nails. Yeah.
Yeah, about 10.
Yeah.
say.
Right. What about you, Marissa?
my skincare?
No,
One step.
yeah. No, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, we're already in our 40s.
Oh iya.
But you're still very committed to your skincare kind of like.
Well, lucu, Kay. Jadi aku tuh
Commitments.
sebetulnya belajar pakai skincare tuh sejak 2021 mungkin. Dan itu gara-gara dikasih sampel sama majalah.
Okay.
Jadi aku tuh sebelumnya nggak pernah punya skincare, paling cuma sabun cuci muka. Terus dulu banget pas jadi reporter tuh harus pakai sunscreen kan. That's why you can see the fleck, ya kan. Aku
Yes.
punya apa?
Dark spots.
Ya dark spots atau fleck
Melasma,
gitu.
Yes.
Ya itu kan tapi merupakan bagian alami ya. Ketika kita menjadi semakin tua tuh pasti akan ada dark spots atau fleck itu.
Yes.
Ya itu gara-gara dapet produk gratis itu dan ternyata cocok. Ya udah akhirnya aku pakai produk itu sampai sekarang, dan itu juga cuma 1 layer. Sisanya paling sunscreen. Itu pun juga aku nggak disiplin sih, which is bad. I agree with you, Kay. I need to wear my sunscreen better.
I've been reminding her, by the way. I've shown her
Yeah.
like a lot of brands. But what about beauty enhancement? Is this something that you oppose to it since you're very natural in a way?
Iya, aku nggak pernah pakai beauty enhancement misalnya pergi ke klinik kecantikan. Sejauh ini belum merasa tertarik, lebih karena rasa takut.
Okay.
Takut dalam arti gini,
Addictive?
bisa jadi ya.
that's so me.
Nah, ya kan,
Iya.
bisa jadi adiktif
Yes.
atau karena harus di-maintain kan, Kay. Dan maintain itu kan butuh modal
Yeah.
untuk memaintain itu.
It's an investment.
Iya, memang itu investment. Aku setuju sama kamu, Kay.
Listen, husbands, investment.
Yeah.
I wonder if my husband would be like, nah, your skincare, you take care of yourself lah.
Do you think Andrew would change his mind? Like, yeah, husbands?
Yes. I mean, you're the one that's going to look at us every day, right? You like to see, out there that is still very, tight and uplifted. So
Men are visual creatures. after all,
correct.
right?
They are visual creatures. So maybe I should ask.
You
for
should.
No.
I'll send the bill to him by myself.
Unfortunately, our relationship is never that way. But yeah, so far kalau untuk sekarang aku masih ngerasa tidak perlu.
That's okay.
Mungkin aku nggak tahu ya ke depan ya, kayak mungkin 5 tahun, 10 tahun akan terlihat berbeda.
Yeah.
Dan mungkin teknologi kecantikan pun juga
Correct.
menjadi semakin halus, ya
Yes.
kan? Dan semakin aman.
Yes.
Dan mungkin juga semakin murah, we don't know. Because again, kalau misalnya aku lagi melihat kantong-kantong pengeluaran,
Yeah.
jujur beauty itu bukan prioritas buatku. Maksudnya ya memang penting.
Yes.
Aku setuju banget sama kalian. To look good, we feel good.
Yes.
Itu beneran. Jadi kalau misalnya kita
Yes.
kelihatan oke, kita kelihatan cantik atau ganteng, kita lebih confident dan itu oke. Itu bagus. Tapi di saat yang sama untuk sekarang bukan prioritas. Maybe one day. I don't know. People change.
I like that though. I like that you have that kind of like perspective. Because there are some people and some ladies out there, have the same kind of mindset as you, and that is okay too. And Kai.
What?
Yes.
Ya karena apa ya? I am.
Beauty enhancement.
Yeah, I'm like Mbak Marissa when it comes to this. Gue belum merasa perlu aja. Dan memang it's true that it needs investment and modal lah. Tapi kalau menurut gue setiap tahun tuh ada satu hal yang baru.
And that is?
Because
mata gitu.
Enggak. So, to be honest, I haven't had a facial since before my first pregnancy.
Okay.
Or during my first pregnancy, actually. I haven't had the time because things have been so hectic. Because it is true, it's an investment. You have to not only be able to invest monetarily, materially, tapi harus ada waktu yang harus disisihkan juga gitu kan.
And it's not a priority for you.
Not yet.
Yes.
Maybe it's like kalau gue orangnya nggak menutup any kemungkinan atau possibility for me in the future if I feel like I need it.
Yes.
Gitu kan. But for me, one other really important concern is the health concern as well. Karena I have an autoimmune disorder and the concern is gue
ngefek ya?
Iya takut ngefek karena the healing process kalau terlalu invasive kadang-kadang tuh suka sulit sembuhnya. Atau gue rawan tuh scarring or gitu. Jadi kayak when it comes to these things, I'm very considerate gitu. Mending for me right now, gue kayak enhancements kecil aja kayak just doing my nails already something I'm really really proud of because I never used to want to do my nails.
Yes.
Tapi itu menarik sih, emang kayaknya kita lebih melakukannya karena kita mau menyayangi diri sendiri nggak sih, bukan kayak tampilan kita seperti apa.
Betul. Karena for me it's like I used to be very insecure with my nails because I play violin and piano yang harus selalu pendek,
short,
gitu kan.
yes.
So you can't do anything, and I have really ugly kotak nails.
Beb,
gitu.
tapi kuku pendek pakai nail polish tuh lucu banget.
Lucu,
Yeah.
tapi
My nails
kalau
is always
bentuk
short
jari
too.
bentuk jari lo lucu. Kalau gue tuh bener-bener kalau nggak panjang, kalau nggak di ini tuh I see the difference.
But you have beautiful fingers. I mean, mine, I just felt like I'm always used to short nails. When I grew them, I felt like it's not me. I felt that way. Yeah.
I thought in the
Your
beginning,
nails,
I
your nails, like your finger is very. Look at that. See, like
nah, gue nggak kayak gitu. This is because this I've grown and it's been done.
By the way, we're talking about nails right
Nails,
now.
and I grown and it's been
Nails
done.
right now in the salon, ladies.
Tapi ini sesuatu yang baru loh
Yeah,
yang
I
gue
love to
lakukan
have your
kalau
fingers.
gue tuh lagi ngasih break banget dari kemarin tuh kayak 6 bulan gitu karena you know me and my nail polish kan I'm always like this.
Yes.
Pakai gel.
Tapi kemudian gue lagi ngerasa pendekatan gue kayaknya sekarang kalau ngomongin soal beauty tuh lebih ke wellness dan holistically gitu ya.
Yeah.
Dan gue ngerasa kemarin kayaknya I've been doing too many things yang menurut gue malah kok jadi gue
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
gue jadi ngerepotin diri gue sendiri ya
Yeah.
gitu. Even though kayak itu adalah bagian dari self care gitu ya. Tapi gue lagi mikir nggak, gue pengen natural dan gue mau ngerasa enough kayak gini gitu. Jadi dari kemarin tuh gue diemin aja dulu kayak gini gitu kan.
Coba basic
Yeah.
self care apa? Kalau aku misalnya contohnya scrubbing aja di rumah.
Nah, I've been doing that
Yeah.
and I've been dry brushing juga.
Apa itu dry
aku-
brushing,
Yes,
sayang?
that's
Itu
so
buat
good.
ngilangin air-air ya?
Iya.
Apa guasha,
yang
guasha.
mandi
Yes.
dan guasha
Drainage.
juga. Jadi gue lebih kayak sekarang lebih spend waktu dan juga money on that gitu. Jadi
But
nggak
are you
terlalu.
opposed to like beauty enhancement though?
No, I'm not. But gue belum pernah sih. To be honest, hidungnya masih asli makanya miring.
Yeah. Have you done like procedures like Botox or like filler or any injections?
Injections kemarin karena bopeng-bopeng. Jadi waktu kemarin gue sempet kayak acne
That's medical,
problems. Iya, jadi akhirnya dirapihin gitu. Tapi enggak, I'm not against it. Kalau mau nanti boleh, tapi kayaknya gue nggak mau sesuatu yang drastis karena kenapa? Karena lebih ke itu tadi, I wanna feel enough.
Yes.
Udah segini aja, nggak apa-apa. Nggak perlu jadi manusia paling cantik sejagat raya ini. Paling cantik di Tangerang Selatan aja.
I love that. Okay.
Di rumah maksudnya di rumah.
That's true though. I mean, again, everyone has their own perspective. Like I started my journey when I'm coming into 40. I felt like because we're working in front of the camera, I have this baggy eyes. I thought people had been asking me, why are you so tired? No, way before this. Yes, way before I did some Botox. I did little fillers also under my eyes. It gives you volume back because as we grow older, the volume just shed away. So we need to infill that, right? And just because people were asking me, why are you so tired? are you having like a long day? You're so tired. I'm like, no, I just slept for like 8 hours. What does it mean? And when I look at myself, okay, so I have this this under eyes, kind of like darkness and this kind of like baggy eyes. I haven't done any invasive procedure. I think I will do it when I'm like 50 to 55, because I want to do it all the way. I want to do like lifting.
Invasif tuh, invasif
Like the
tuh maksudnya
procedures, yes.
ditarik gitu.
Yes, I mean there's the pony lifting. Now there's the lifting and whatnot. So I mean, again, it does take a lot of money. So and then you have to save up for that. It is a form of investment. And at the end of the day, how you feel about it? Dolly Parton said, once you start sagging, lift them up, ladies. So I'm gonna listen to Dolly Parton as long as that makes me happy, makes my husband's banking is also okay. I don't want my kids not to eat because mama needs to do all the procedures. But at the end of the day, if you want to have wrinkles, right? And if you want to, be slay about it, have wrinkles and be slay about it. Amen. If you want to do a procedure and you want to lift them up, lift them up. You do you, boo. Beautiful in your own skin. And that's going to be the wrap right here in Her View. And hopefully you always feel beautiful within yourself. All right. Yes. See you again soon. Yes, 50 is the day where I'm going to have to lift. I was not born with the ass. I was like, lift. Yeah.
Don't forget to
Like, subscribe,
comment, and share.